Walker Cop Experience. I'm your host, Walker Cop, and today we're going to be talking about if we should increase ocean exploration. So let's dive in. For our first argument, we must talk about how often we are struck by disaster before we can even research and react to the problem. Only in the last 100 years have we learned about ways we can prevent and protect ourselves from these disasters. Related to this, another reason we need to increase exploration is to keep the ocean as pristine as possible. On this topic, I read an article and an expert said, oftentimes we don't even think about our limited knowledge of the deep ocean until after disaster strikes and it is too late. This suggests that we need to literally increase exploration to keep understanding the ocean and how we can protect it from being destroyed while we advance in our technological ways. Another research point on this topic is that we need to increase exploration in the ocean to discover new species of wildlife, new medical advancements, and new food and new energy. Unlocking the mysteries of the ocean floor could help us find new medical advancements and vaccines that could help find cures for different illnesses that patients often die from on the daily. It would also help us find different types of food that we could start fishing for and would overall help solve some of the food problems on our planet. Another great reason that we need to increase ocean exploration is that we can learn so much more about the history of our planet. Going that deep in the ocean, we can see all the layers of rocks, and we can study them and see how old they are that far deep down. This would help us get a greater idea of how old some of the older civilizations on our planet are by finding relics deep in the ocean, and by really just telling us how old, we could narrow down the exact amount of how old our planet is if we go deep enough. And I think that would just be really cool because we have it narrowed down to like some billion years, but we could find the exact number essentially. A counter-argument to all of these topics is that some people say that ocean exploration is a waste of funding and space exploration should come first in line. While space exploration is important, we need to learn more about our planet before we get too invested and try to leave it. So, the last 6-7 decades have just been dominated by the space field, and we've really fallen behind in ocean exploration, and it really shows. But the ocean is we just need to know what's down there. There's so many things we don't know about the bottom of the ocean, and we've really only explored about 10% of it because on the satellite mapping, it has really only narrowed down to 3-kilometer segments, which it really shows because you can't see any detail, and it's a problem and needs to be updated. Alright, after listening to all this, I want you to pick a side on if we should increase ocean exploration, and I want you to think about what could be down there lurking and what we could discover. Thank you for listening.